weren't being won, some simple mistakes being made, whereas MOUZ, they went from a team with some big issues to one that was looking strong, and a lot of that was off of ROPS coming online. But for one of these teams, their road in the upper bracket ends here. Qualification to that second round of the upper GSL on the line for both MOUZ and Mad Lions, as Mirage will be the destination, and A-Site will be the choice of MOUZ.
Some taps coming through, and a site giving up. Oh, but entirely. Gonna be a bit of a retake setup, but as JL takes a bullet to the face, he's not gonna be very tempted to go into it first. Now they're moving on in. Nice nades. Nice responses. They're gonna open them up to the potential of the body shots, but now their response is to push in towards jungle. Oh, bit of an overplay. Oh, they don't know. And he's gonna get nothing from it. Waro tried to play the patient game, but all he played was his death. A knife comes through from Dexter to keep the player off the bomb, and this one is clean for MOUZ. They get the bomb plant, they get all the kills, they don't drop a player, they get the knife. Dexter has 5K. 5K coming into the second round.
That's wild. Pause coming through. Maybe some more of those tech issues coming back to plague us, but Dexter doing well to keep TMB off the bomb. I like the nice quick hit, and what's even better was the extension towards CT spawn, but they didn't find too much off of it. Instead, it was more a case of the discipline, right? You deal your damage, and then you cut your losses, fall away, and with the losses, it was just a little damage back the other way, whereas for Mad Lions, they'd spend maybe an extra 10 seconds trying to clear out that CT-sided spawn yet again, and well, partially because of that, round slips away here by, especially with that knife kill, will be looking excellent. You know what? I want to see something bold. I want to round 2 up with that 5K. Let's see it. Why not? Okay.
Okay.
Do it.
Glass cannon alt for Dexter? Or just he deals without the armor, gives it over, doesn't have armor.
Give it to someone else on the team, right? Like, you could hop it on over. I said ROPS. That wouldn't make as much sense. Give it to A-Core, because he had a tough game in the second. Get him back to his map 1 form there on Dust 2, and maybe find success with it.
Especially on T-side, I'd be surprised to see it.
It's probably not happening.
Yeah, I'm into it if it's happening. Let's get weird with it. M249 buy? No, I can't quite afford that.
This is so sad.
It's a devalued gun in Counter-Strike. I feel like with the fact that the negative is still 1700, we need to either see a price reduction in the M249 or a buff to the M249 to bring it back into meta. I want M249 meta.
The M249 meta. That feels a far cry. We've seen the Krieg meta. Maybe that's the next one up. Go talk to Valve.
It's my genuinely favorite BM gun in the rare occasion where I'm actually wildly up in a Counter-Strike game and can afford to BM. How
often does that happen, Mike?
Not often. Not often. And then usually once I buy it, then I throw hard enough that they come back. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't look too close. Don't worry about it. There's a reason I'm here on the microphone and not in the server. It's because I'm garbage at the game.
This is so sad. You really do hate to see it, but you like to see the action resuming. MOUZ, no crazy buys. It's rather normal. Good utility and AK invested for Dexter off the money he garnered from his knife kill, and Mad Lions. Just some deeks to work with. 5-7 all sauce. Has his B site this time for the early posturing. It's a bit more of a default. That bomb's still chilling back towards spawn, as Mad Lions will just tuck in. Nothing too crazy going on in this one until TMB takes the head straight from Dexter. That is a full belt of utility down, and that's Chris J hitting the floor as well. Mad Lions making this so risky.
Oh no. Oh no. This is starting to get very risky if you're a MOUZ fan. Or if you're a certain analyst watching at home. Maybe feeling a little bit of nerves in your gills, so to speak. Some control taken in towards mid. A-Core does bring 1 kill back, but they need a lot more than this, and the bomb is isolated over towards the ramp. That's gotta make you nervous, especially because you don't really know. There could be a player pushing the palace. There could be a player tucked in the ramp. There's a lot of ways this could go against you. So what are they going to do? What's going to be their read? This person's taking some space. My dog is sneezing. I don't know if that gets picked up by the microphone.
All good. I don't think it did.
Gesundheit. And TMB is going to have the tight angle. Smoke goes in. Perfect timing as well. This slows up the connector push. 35 seconds on the clock. You're starting to get a bit concerned about that timing. They're going to have time to let this smoke fade and then come on in. They're going to go through it. Damage done. Not quite the kill there.
What?
TMB. He made it risky, but he made it work. And now, what do you even do if you're Rops? How are you going to try and get this bomb planted in 15 seconds with 3 targets defined? He's going to go for the fight. He knows he needs to thin the herd just a little bit. Some audio cues out there. There's going to be the first fight. He finds one. The second as well. They're giving him the fights. They're giving him the chance. And he's got just enough time to plant this bomb. Pulls off of it and takes the clutch. Rops with 4. The 1v3. They give him the fights he so desires, and he executes them beautifully.
You can see the smile wipe across his face as he absolutely steals that round. Highway robbery straight in front of our eyes, and that's not a round where you think, wow, Rops did something insane. I mean, he did, in a way, right, with those frags, but Mad Lions gave it to him. They swung through smoke when it was still a winnable round. They had no reason to. They could have just contested the plant together. Instead, they give him a fight. It slips away. That one has got to hurt the mental. And it sure as hell is going to hurt the economy. Just the pistols here to work with. Then this one, much easier task for MOUZ is Frozen. Looks to get a second off the rip. That he will as the bomb heads its way towards A.
Another good shot for TMB there. And another. All right, TMB with the deagle. Somehow bringing rounds into question they should have no business being in. He's going to try and do so once more. MOUZ holding him at bay, not giving him the fight, wary of it. The AK has been gained, but he wants the round. There's only one player in the site proper, but an insurance policy in the form of Dexter. That's a great shot, but a better trade to make sure they're not going to be able to bring this one through, and that's going to be MOUZ sealing the deal on a 3rd round. These rounds are getting risky. These rounds are getting close. Ultimately, MOUZ are being able to escort them through to victory.
TMB is hitting, but he hasn't had a big guns to work with just yet. Now he will as the full investment comes through. Single op out for Mr. Boro. 2K there as MOUZ try and continue to establish their early game lead. Now 5 for 5 on the pistol rounds across the series. That's a wild stat line to pull out for these guys. Mad Lions, it has been punishing them, but the flashes, that is punishing MOUZ. TMB picks up right where he left off on the deagle. A double off of Borup's flash, and well, quick as it starts, this round feels lost. Still, 2 players, it's Frozen Rops, a strong duo. Might just be able to take this one home. They're going to meet up back towards mid, have to worry about the issue of bomb recovery. However, they have the utility to work with. Smoke 2 mollies, 3 flashes between the 2. It's a distinct possibility. Mad Lions can't get overconfident yet.
You know, I wasn't sure what we were going to see on Mirage, but the TMB show was not what I was expecting. And right now, he is putting on a clinic. Did so much damage on the deagle rounds. Now getting it done with a rifle here. Up to 8 kills already in our 4th round. Bomb dropped by Chair. Gives them a lot of information to play off of. I think Frozen spotted TMB, but I also think he saw him go back into connect and didn't necessarily see the poke on out. Smoke gives up some cover. Frozen going to attempt to retreat, but the spam on through is doing a ton of damage, and TMB wants more. The Madman still fighting and connecting. Almost finds the last. 3 kills in the round. He will be silenced, but he's left his teammates with an ideal position of 4v1. Full bomb control, not even the threat of the plant to come through, in 25 seconds to just let slip off the clock and force Frozen to save.
TMB show. It's one that I'm interested in watching, and well, it's been put on display thus far. Prime hour for him to start this one on off. For Mad Lions, it's the aggression in the mid control that works wonders for them. An excellent flash there from Borup that allowed TMB to shine. Now MOUZ has saved a weapon coming on through. And probably muster an investment up around it if they so wish, but Mad Lions now look to find consistent success on this CT side. It was the story of those first 2 games, and that MOUZ win the pistol, Mad Lions recover after that, grab that momentum away. If they can do it again here, especially on the CT side, and get things rolling, there's a good chance to build a respectable half. And War 2K, slow start on the op, but if he gets back to his Dust 2 form, well, then things get exciting.
Well, it's a slow start for everybody not named TMB. He has 9 kills. 2 players have 1 kill, and 2 players have yet to crack the board. So Mad Lions, the fact that they even have 1 round here is frankly surprising when you consider
TMB and friends.
TMB and friends.
Sounds like a Thomas the Trank Engine the Tank Engine spin-off. Some kind of kid show? Who knows?
Thomas the Crank Engine, starring Jason Statham. Oh, shot misses. Waro 2K, that one goes wide. There's a player up on the balcony. JL, he's being pressured, and he's going to be dropped with no impact in this one. They need TMB once again to pull off some heroics, and he will deliver. He says, oh, you called my number? Time to respond. 1 kill, 2 kills for TMB. Playing off of the smoke with brilliance here. I think another phase, and he has slowed them on down. They had to pass straight through towards the plant, and TMB says, no, not today, not here, not now, not without paying me my pound of flesh. Waro wants to get into the fight. He's trying to force the issue, but he hasn't been able to connect with that op crosshair just yet, and he will reposition. Backing off of this? No, they're just giving a little bit of hesitation to maybe put the doubt in their mind that this might be a rotation. And now they come back in. MOUZ is bringing the pressure, but TMB again steps to the plate and delivers. This is absurd right now. He's found another, and he's found both. He knows where they both are. He's run out of bullets, but he just about had it. 1 more bullet in the gun, and he's got this round. And once again, he's put them in a position to win. 10 seconds on the clock. Rops has to make the move, and finally, Waro will connect. TMB. I mean, this is just an unreal individual performance to drag his team to a couple of round wins. He is standing on the shoulders of his teammates and trying to pull them up the cliff.
And what's insane is that every peek he took that round was just a dry swing. Just past the smoke. Just taking duels, not a care in the world, and winning practically every one. Couple more bullets in that magazine, and see a 14th kill to come through for him. 2 rounds for Mad Lions, but this is a great opportunity to push that to even odds at 3 apiece. The Deagle for Rops, the B250 for Frozen, the only investments in this round. Not a lick of utility to work with. Is this going to be a run boost out mid? Waro, he's been struggling to hit some of the easy shots. Maybe he can hit the hard one onto the flying Chris J.
Look, I hope there's a lot of pockets in TMB's backpack, because right now he's storing 4 teammates. And
gotta be happy.
He just needs somebody to help share the load, right? Like, you can't rely on this, especially since he's playing the same position. At some point, MOUZ is just going to go, maybe we just don't fight TMB. And he's going to drop the bomb. Chris J races in with that parcel of C4. Now that's been delivered. Now they can play off of it. Yes, you've lost mid control, but who cares? Who cares? Provided you don't give opportunities for the kills to come through, it doesn't matter if they have mid, if they don't have the bomb. And now Waro's going to come back in to try and fight this a little bit. There is a player boosted outside the window. That position could maybe deliver something, but with just the pistols, no armor, you didn't expect much coming into this round. And in this scenario, you don't expect anything at all to come through for them, except for more TMB kills.
How many kills can you get in 5 rounds? Oh, that closed out the answer. 15. Are you good at math? What's 15 divided by 6? It's like 4 and
slightly
4 and
less
something.
than 3.
Wait. Yeah, you're right. Slightly less than 3.
Did you just say 4 and something?
No. I think that was someone else. The producer must have been talking your ear or something. I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about. Moving on! 3-3 now. The scoreline. The bye will come back through for MOUZ. Is it looks like they agree with you. Don't go where TMB is. Write that one down. Bit of Counter-Strike school. Saucel push deep towards, but so much chip damage onto A-Core there through the smoke, and he's in a close corner. He is dead to right. Saucel looks for more. Finally, someone alleviating the strain from TMB, maybe putting some money to visit the chiropractor after the work he's put in for this Mad Lions team. Is they'll just maintain their aggressive control towards top mid. The remaining 2 players of MOUZ, and again, it's this duo, Frozen Rops. They've done it before, but 2 versus 5, tall task. So they have some util left. A bomb on the back of Frozen, and time to work with.
It is nice to see some of the rest of Mad Lions wake up here, right? TMB, they'd actually shifted his position. They'd moved him on over towards B to lock down the apartments. MOUZ didn't actually wind up tripping that. They didn't wind up figuring that out. But as it is, well, it's going to be another kill on in, and it's going to be left to Frozen to try and pull off an absolute hero play. A 1v5 with little to no information apart from the location of the AWP. That's all he's got to work off of. And he's just going to have to take these fights. And he's going to have to peek him dry, and he will die for his efforts. A clean round here, and a clean round where Waro and Saucel both start to find some juice, start to find some heat here, and that bodes well for the Mad Lions. 4 rounds on the board. 4 rounds in a row at that. They're starting to heat up here, Mimi.
Feels like dust too. It's what I was talking about early on. This is the same exact story that we saw on that map. Early streak, pulled out off some big plays for MOUZ. Then we see the consistency start to drive in for Mad Lions. They've pushed MOUZ back down onto another eco round with just a few upgraded pistols invested in. It's another look towards mid. Maybe this one finishes out towards B. What do they have to work with? Just that one piece of utility. It's already been used in TMB. Does not care. Straight through the smoke finds Dexter. Waro chiming in the mid-fight, going swimmingly.
Casual 236 ADR for TMB.
He's also the IGL, by the way, and the top fragger, and literally doing everything for them in this half thus far.
He's just a god.
He's assembled alternatively than the rest of Counter-Strike players.
Assembled alternatively. I like it. So what are they trying to do here? Down 2 players. Really not much to show here for MOUZ. They're just hoping, praying someone's going to give them this fight in towards mid. Praying that something's going to come through here.
Will their prayers be answered? TMB?
I don't think so.
He could be the angel if he pushes this one, he gets over aggressive, but he's not. He's keeping it nice and disciplined. Waro is as well as he finds himself top ticket. Boo! That one looks like it connects, but Frozen survives. Rop's not quite so lucky. You can't test TMB when he's having a game like this. They'll run away from the man, edge their bets towards B, but still 2 players here and ready. It's Saucel, it's Borup, and well, the chances just are not there. Mad Lions out with 5 on the trot.
Look at the cash. Look at the cash. They've got 3 players above 10K before they start buying back into nades. I mean, they have money. Everybody's sitting above 8 at this point. A pause is going to come through. You got to imagine that's from MOUZ because they need to figure out what the heck is going on. This is a 5-3 scoreline. And reminder, folks, one of these rounds also came off of a clutch that Rop should have had no business winning because they never should have given him the fights, right? Like, this should probably be a 6-2, barring a big series of blunders out from Mad Lions. And this has just been TMB playing on another level. It's like he's ascended to a different plane, and he's just bringing all of that power to bear here upon the digital earth. Pause expires. MOUZ, whatever they figured out, they're going to have to put into execution. They do have an op for A-Core. That could be a difference maker. If we get good A-Core from Dust 2, he could be a turning point in this game, but there's only so many opportunities to do so, and they need to get it going right now. Pause comes back in, now making me think that it may not just be a timeout.
Maybe the gasoline he siphoned from his neighbor's car has run out. Has to go get the power. Switch back on again. It's been a rough day for MOUZ in way of these technical difficulties, but we will get you folks back into the game as
Man,
soon
just
as
scavenging
possible.
through the neighborhood like it's PUBG, just trying to find that gas can. Trying to find something.
He seems to have found it because we got a timer ticking down. It appears to be live. All 10 players are moving around, getting jiggy in the server. Is like you mentioned, the op will come out for A-Core. Where is he taking this? I wouldn't hate to see a duel out towards mid. Try and isolate Waro because Waro, while he was whiffing a couple shots early on, he's been making himself to be a force to be reckoned with a bit later into this game. But this round, it's not the mid-window fight. Instead, he's charging on out from the connector and A-Core. The duel he takes, it's 1 over towards the apartments.
A little bit of A-Core heat there. We like that. Like to see A-Core getting activated in here. Could be a difference maker for MOUZ when he is, in fact, hitting. JL aggressively postured here, looking for the fight, looking for them to come on around into his crosshair. He's yet to crack the board, but this would be a prime opportunity to do so. Dexter gonna test him. There's damage done. JL backing off, and he's got support. It's TMB. Who else? Thank you for setting up those kills, my friend. I will take them very happily. Up to 19 kills. We're in the 9th round. He's got 19 kills. Over 2 a round. Bonkers. Just mind-blowing right now. And MOUZ, they feel like they just hit a brick wall. They have vaporized on impact, but Frozen, fortunately, has gotten past the wall, and he's found himself a site. And that's going to trigger the rotation. A-Core is out of here. Leave Rops to try and hold this and just back the heck on out of there. Try and join up with his teammate. Has to be wary about the mid push, but they need to be out of here. Poor JL. His bell rung and just about slipping past. Now there's a chance for that bomb plant to come through. A big chance indeed, as Frozen's been locking this down, sitting on it like a mother hen on an egg.
Look at the util for this retake. 1 flash, that all it is. Waro has to take this duel, but Mollies are at his feet, and the fire under his shoes will force him to run. Groups up with TMB, but TMB alive, mind you. This guy's been having a banger thus far. This would be even better if they could win this in the 2 versus 3. The money is there to go for it if they do wish, but something needs to be given away early to make it possible. And Acor, he's not going to do that. Hits his shot. Waro now alone. 1 versus 3 with the op. Chances are so slim, especially with a player now behind. It's the backstab, and it's Waro on the ground. MOUZ finally break the streak of 5 and reply for the 4th of their own.
Okay, plenty of cash available though. Zero concerns. Zero concerns for the Mad Lions economically. They are right back into it. They're going back in with a double op as well. Okay, a little bit of change up here. MOUZ. See how they can build here. Gonna be pressure in towards B early, a little bit of a default spread. See what you can find in terms of space. See if some of the aggression comes through. And aggression does, in fact. TMB pushes it. Gets his 20th kill in round 10 to keep his statistics insane. Waro follows it up now, so an advantage found for the Mad Lions. But MOUZ has been pretty good at playing these out in the late, bringing these advantages back through. And for Mad Lions, it's about not making the errors to lose this advantage, to let those kills slip away. Frozen working some information at underpass, his teammates taking some control top mid. Mid's not contested in the slightest. Nobody is here. The closest thing they've got is Waro peeking over from the ticket position, looking on in, checking to see who might come around the bend. That's all they've got in terms of info here.
Where do they take this one? No one on that bomb recovery duty just yet. They're trying to find a fight earlier to make a decision on this commitment. The boost up window, that's a good start. Is anyone holding for this? Not quite. You see Waro maybe wary of it. He's currently posted on the line out towards the mid connector, but it might be unwitting. The play to come. Frozen, phasing past the smoke. He finds a gap, and Waro doesn't spot him. Head taken off. Frozen now shows himself and makes noise on the drop down towards Sandwich, but what? JL doesn't even turn, doesn't even reply, and TMB, a dance up the ladder, is a dance of death, but it bids not for him. It's the opponents instead. MOUZ Sports down. Their streak ends at 1, and Mad Lions take it back to 6.
22 kills through 10 rounds. He opens up the round, just doing a solo play up mid, just forcing the issue, knowing that he needs to get the fight early, and then they overlook his position in dark, and he takes 2. Here's the timeout coming through from MOUZ, because they're saying, all right. Surely we have to kill TMB. Surely we have to kill TMB.
It's going to happen this round, right? No way he wins again. Fun fact. Little bit CT-sided. There were only 4 T-sided opening kills on Nuke. 3 for MOUZ, 1 for Mad. That fact is in fact fun.
That's a fun fact. Thanks, Elliot. Good fact.
Good fact.
You get a Scooby snack.
Do you have those on hand?
I don't. Also, Elliot's in the studio over in Stockholm, I believe. So, it'd be a little stale by the time I could get it to him. Shockingly, he's coming to Philadelphia next week for the Mustache Masters. Yeah, Madman decided to fly across the Atlantic.
Lovely.
So I'm pretty sure he's going to be in my apartment on Thursday. I guess I can give him a Scooby snack then.
There you go. Get it all set up for him at that point in time. But Scooby snacks not being given out to MOUZ just yet. You need to earn it. The rounds they're winning have not been convincing, nor they've been in a row as well. This is such a dangerous game. The timing's not there. Looks towards top mid, and down below, Dexter takes him. Still Saucel, the second op. Up towards the chair, and he misses his shot as well. The oppers fall apart as Dexter's rifle to open by 2, and now Mad Lions. What's the recovery plan here? How do you work back through this round? TMP's alive. That's a good way to get things rolling, but JL, currently well acquainted with Owen, needs to find himself on the board if they want to recover this round back towards their favor. But this rotation out of MOUZ, it's heading its way towards the B site. Only TMB to hold. I say only. He's the man of the hour. This would make him even more powerful. Tucked back, close on the site. He doesn't know about the play yet.
He's going to hear them as they come through. There's the check. There's the peek. He spots the info. He's got it. Utility going to go out to give him a little bit of space, but they're already past it. They're already past it. He's got a fight on his hands. He's got 1. He's looking for the second. He's running out of bullets. There's only so many in the magazine for the A1S, and he will run out, but he does at least get the 1 to set up his teammates with a possibility. A clutch chance here for Borup. 2 players to find. Relative knowledge of both of their positions. And another fast coming to reinforce. It's going to be tough for Borup, and he is going to withdraw. Try and play the clock here. 20 seconds on it. Do they know he's gotten past? It seems like they might have spotted him. Now Dexter's going to move in for the plant, and there will be the trade. A 5th round found for MOUZ. Not enough firepower in the tank here for the Mad Lions. And MOUZ looking to equalize. They are very close to bringing this all tied up.
That they are. And Waro, that was a big mistake early on for him. He didn't trust his teammate. He had his teammate top mid there, or excuse me, at chair, holding. Saucel had the angle that he turned to look. Instead, he was just posted up. He should have been posted up, at least, towards the underpass. Turns away, wrong time. Dexter gets 3 out of that. And another fun fact, Elliot is pumping them out at an astounding rate. TMB is involved in an opening duel in 50% of the rounds on Nuke.
It's a lot of the rounds.
Wonder what it's like on this map. Feels like he's been opening up every single time.
Opening up, closing down. I mean, at this point, he just participated in most of their kills. More than half of their kills in sum total. To this point. There's 18 kills on the rest of his team. He has 23.
Ridiculous. But one man's back cannot support 4 others, especially against a team like MOUZ. They're starting to take advantage and take down this one-man army. As Dexter again will post his way towards the underpass. This time it's TMB posted in the window. Only this opt for Waro, no longer that double setup, as he has a good angle. Dexter on the jiggle. I think the hand spotted, but shot doesn't come in time. Oh, Waro's hungry for it. TMB dropping down as well. It's Borup's shot. Excuse me, his flash to support the shot out of TMB, but now Saucel in trouble on the site. The damage is there. Borup here to support. Do they know about the second player? Because someone has weaseled their way towards backbench. Yeah, Saucel's got it on lock. Chris J, not a chance in the world, as Borup will repost. Second the smoke clears. Rops will be in clear view. That he is. That was just Acor up in hand, finds one, but the time somewhat against him. It continues to whittle on down as the players of Mad Lions all rotate and hold this bomb. Chance is low in this round. A case to be made. Maybe just save this up into the next. The money, terrible for this team. Acor still looking for an opportunity. It's given away. Great adjustment onto the head of Saucel, but still, they know where he is. They have this setup. Molly on top. Does it force him forward or back? He falls away. And now has to worry about the possibility of underpass or a flank. So much to be afraid of for this man.
Just a wisp of health now. Just a wisp of health. One bullet would do him in. He's not found it. Might just be able to slip away with this AWP. 7 seconds on the board. Mad Lions as well, not eager to hunt, right? Their cash is brittle, to say the least. They do not have much going for them. But they will have a 7th round. For those keeping track at home, TMB still does have more kills than the rest of his teammates.
There you go. Some good math to add on up there, as MOUZ's buy is not going to exist for the most part. Tech9's, Deagles, one op that Acor saved. Where will he go? Has to be a hero in this round. Maybe feel like TMB a little bit. Chris J having a stinker of a game, 2-11 off the rip here. A man that was finding so much impact as this stand-in some of the previous maps, but slower start here. Plenty of time to get rolling, though, as we're only a little bit into this first half. A push up from mid that's frozen, posted. He's worried about someone towards the sniper's nest, but no one contesting. Instead, it's just TMB playing McNectar, as he so often does, and while he receives a dink, his rifle just does a little more.
Geo got a kill!
Whoa, there it is. He got a second as well. Man's on the board, and he's got it doubled still. Maybe more. Come on, JL. We want to see it. Get that confidence back rolling for this man. He's pushing for it. Acor has the up. JL has the rifle. Should be advantage in this situation. Line up for the wall bang. No one in the spot to receive is Acor. He'll just tuck tail still. Saucel should have this one wrapped up with a cute little bow.
There we go. There we go. Looking for it. Acor. No idea where the players are coming from. As soon as Saucel crests this hump, he will have the kill, and Acor is actually going to come to him. Perhaps. Maybe. Unless there's the shots, there's the kills. That's going to go their way. 8th round found for the Mad Lions, and now they are cruising. And at this point, the rest of the team has tied TMB's kill output.
There you go. They're working on it. JL finally putting in his work. Get that second kill. That's astounding that you can have a player on 0 kills and everyone else completely underperforming and then just have TMB be able to carry them to this scoreline. It's wild. Bonkers. 25 kills. Most games he'd be happy to close out the map with that many. We are not even halfway through this game. And he's already at that point in time, not slowing down anytime soon as MOUZ. This one's a bit more cut and dry. A quick execute out towards the A side. It's JL. Good position. Does he go unchecked? Yes, for the moment. 2 line up. 3. Let's see it. JL on a recovery mission in a huge way. 4. Not quite the ace. Rops will deny it. And Bora, almost the cleanup of the blind shot. Good from Rops still. There's no health to work with. No chance in the round. And Mad Lions take their 9th.
Here we go. Here was the missing piece. JL's firing again. A 4K there to feed him and get the juices flowing. And this could just be the difference maker. They don't clear his position at all. They don't check sandwich. They're not careful about what they're eating, and they're eating lead. So now 9 rounds found. A very prime chance at double digits with a limited buy, a raid on the other side. This is looking prime for Mad Lions. And they're no longer relying on TMB to just deliver them rounds. He's still playing well. He's still playing excellently. But everybody else has started to rise to the occasion. They needed some time to warm up, it seems, and now they have TMB. It doesn't need to see you to kill you. It just needs to have a general sense that you might be in the vicinity. Warrow's going to be able to follow it up. TMB damage, but this round has already fallen apart for MOUZ. They just got Rops and Frozen to try and pull back a 2v5. Double Wops out on the server with damage done. Rops will find the first. To be fair, it is Rops. And TMB is going to give him the fight. Feeling it is one thing, but that's starting to get a little bit risky. Frozen looking to group up with his teammate in the underpass. They have a read. They don't have the information. He certainly hears the player on catwalk. Potential for a punish. Warrow's not wary of it. He'll back away. Timing good for him there. That could have been so very bad. But we'll come back to look.
Chance.
It's bad. That's a bad kill to lose. 2v5. Maybe 2v5. And it's come down.
2 versus 2.
Even Stevens.
How do they finish one? Job's not done. Bomb on the back of Rops. Out towards a main, and this read is wrong. Mad Lions leaving this site. It might have to come down to the retake play unless Borup can hear. He's still close enough. That bomb tap should be noted, but now he's back even deeper away. It's 2 players out towards this B site, and it's an op on the retake. The utility is still abound, but there's ample time for MOUZ to set up in this post bunt. They can extend out towards the CT spawn. They can post up towards Palace. What's the call? Frozen searches for a fight. His teammate posts.
Just legs sticking out of the bush there. Sorry, back to our regularly scheduled tense post plant.
Could have been some legs sticking out, but more around. MOUZ, a big chip on their shoulder if they can grab this one. Frozen in close, plays the off angle. His teammate can swing off with the molly. Does help to isolate his Saucel. Swings forward. Frozen claims them both. MOUZ are able to take at least 6 in the half, but is it enough to come back after this?
I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and I'm let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal. I never lose, I'm bulletproof.
It's destiny, it's fate.
9-6 is the scoreline, and 1/2 is all that separates one of these teams from their first win of DreamHack Open 47, the final DreamHack Open for the retirement of this wonderful brand of event. We're going to see a fast play from the Mad Lions. They're getting right on in towards the apartment's control. They've got everyone in the courtyard. All their eggs are in this one particular basket, and there is heavy presence for MOUZ, so they seem to have a little bit of a read on this, with a little bit of a probe coming out of the underpass. It could upset expectations. There's the spot. There's the information gained. Acor knows they're here. How do they react to it? Do they read this as an A take? Or do they correctly surmise the positioning? The third player's floated over, so they might be thinking this is actually coming in towards a split on A. And no, that was all just a ruse. The players come up to join. It's a fast play out B. There's one player tucked up in the boost spot. And Rop's deleted means that pressure's going to be on for Frozen. Do they check him? No. He's playing a patient game, though. Dexter gets a kill. That's enough.
Oh,
now
no.
the shots start to pop off, but he does connect, and Dexter has done so much damage in the meantime. It's left to TMD. The man's been a monster, but he needs to be more of one now, and he will not find the round.
Oh, misread there of the A hit into an incredibly quick rotation and a respectable hold from Dexter. 3 for the man to anchor down the site as he jiggles between the boxes. On the boost position, didn't find as much value as maybe was hoped. It does enough to win on out the round. MOUZ, they've just cracked the window. Maybe just opened a door enough to make their way back into this game. The investment for the second round is excellent. No bomb plant from Mad Lions means no force invest. It would be too much risk for this team. They want to get those rifles out early, and Acor, he might get a couple early frags. Pistol's lining up towards mid. The M4, good at this range.
Okay.
He'll take a double and back away. Make sure he's not falling too early on.
Keeping it nice for the team. They're going to continue to try and pressure in towards this mid-fight. Frozen ready to help out with the window position, waiting for them to hop up on that bench. Come on, jump up on that bench. Give me the chance. Give me the opportunity, and Frozen will deliver when presented. Acor, 3 kills already in the round. Borup, the only player who remains. It'll be Acor to take a 4th. Nice little anti-ego 4K. Pad the stats a bit. Make some money for your opper to potentially put to good use in the future. And close the gap to just 1 round. Every
Mad
pistol,
Lions?
though.
Yeah, every pistol. That's insane. 6 out of 6. And early tack taken here by the Mad Lions. They're to try and formulate a plan on how to win this one on out. It is a crucial round because you lose out on this one and, well, you're back on tough money. You're back stuck onto that eco and things maybe just start to slip away. But another fun fact, TMB had 23 plus kills just once in his last 26 maps. It took him only 11 rounds here on Mirage.
Up to 27 now. Looking for the 30 bomb for sure. He has been unreal. Slowed down. Obviously, had to slow down. If he'd maintained that pace, it would probably have set the kill record for regulation. So he has, in fact, slowed down, which is a blessing for MOUZ. They could not deal with him in the first half in the slightest. What kind of pressure they're bringing against the AKs here? I actually did misspeak earlier. Mad Lions won the first half pistol out of this one. So 5 out of 6 pistol rounds won from MOUZ.
Still an impressive stat line.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, and an impressive shot, JL. From a slow start to a ringer of an opener. Chris J, again, not quite finding his mark. Is now 2 to 15, the scoreline he sits at in the frag department. But what's more important is the space gained. And for Mad Lions, that's practically the whole site. Acor still tries to fight. He has the smoke to play around and it's found a double. Frozen comes to help on out, but the odds are even. It's Waro flying up from his boost out towards mid. Is Saucel in here as well. The bomb is coming down. Waro holding on the backside of the smoke, and he's on the other side of the grenade, able to pick off one over to the pistol, and the headshots connect to a dink from the Glock, and around to double digits for the Mad Lions.
There we go. There we go. Mad Lions keeping their opponents at bay, keeping their lead intact as well. And once again, I mean, look, the pistol gets lost, you lose the bevy rounds after it, then you start to claw it back. Still, obviously, there's a lot more Counter-Strike to be played in this one with the op out for Acor in this round. It's glass cannon, but it's a serious threat. Some G for Dexter. Otherwise, rifles all the way down. Speaking of rifles, here's one in the hands of Rops. He is a dangerous customer. been pretty mortal so far this game, but we saw on Nuke what he can do when he starts to take over a server, and they would rather not let that come to pass. The CT side is where he can be particularly potent at times. And that smoke's going to force them back in towards Connector. Waro catches Chris J trying to get cheeky on the edge of a smoke. Now they've got an advantage coming through the smoke as Rops, they're just being lost. Trying to play through this utility is not working out well for MOUZ. They're getting dashed without even seeing their opponents here, maybe.
Yeah, Frozen is down so low already. That's just a straight up spam through the smoke. I thought he might be able to find something, but nothing. No surprise factor to his pinch, as the retreat won't be allowed either. That's Waro to clean up the job. Dexter, just an MP9 and some utility that he's saving into the next round. Head armor as well. It's a good treat, but look at that money. Down to 0 for Acor. Less than 200 for every other player on this squad. It is not good in the MOUZ camp. This should be Mad Lions converting to 12. As long as they keep this anti-eco clean, and as long as they keep that one clean as well, they're going to start to build a pretty respectable economy. This is getting dangerous for the side of MOUZ, and well, you have to think, how do we counter this one on out? In previous games, the re-clear of space on their CT sides was what was so successful, and they've attempted that here, especially with the late round pushes towards mid. It hasn't found the same bite. Mad Lions is used to how MOUZ is playing by this time. An adaptation has to be made before it becomes too late.
This round, probably not going to be it. USPs, P250.
An MP9.
An MP9. God play for Dexter now. MP9 ace. You've queued it up. It's going to happen. He potentially going through. Molotov to force that SMG out. Are they going to threaten it? If they come out with utility in hand, that could be bad. There's one. There's two. Not quite the third. It's not quite the ace, but Acor's following it up, and now it's just Rops. But it's just Rops in a maybe not winnable, but possible situation. Bomb's going to be planted. That'll add a lot more pressure. He's going to move on if he's going to do it. A P250 does give him the possibility. Headshots required, at least for Zossel. But it's not impossible. Coming around. We'll check on the first, and he finds the healthy player. Unfortunately for Rops, he will be dropped. It'll be over. And the Mad Lions, despite some risk, will cling to this round.
Hey, hold on. It wasn't quite the MP9 ace we were looking for, but it was still some good success. Farm up a little bit of extra money off that weapon will allow Dexter to have an investment into this round. No head armor to work with, but that's no big deal. The AK's out, and was the utility out for MOUZ. Guns as well. They have an op back onto Acor. He's been a little less successful in this game, but he's picked it up towards the tail end of that first half, and here in the second, he's in finding his stride as well. Where is he posted? Over towards the A site. Top ticket booth watching this mid cross. That's not being tested quite yet. Instead, it's just a widespread default for Mad Lions, and Zossel getting a little bit aggressive, taking some space here out towards the apartments.
Where's TMB, though? Coming out of the palace just now. He's going to clear out the first. That's his 30th kill of the game through 20 rounds, and he's looking for more. TMB doing damage, getting us. This Borup just peeks in and wins that fight with Rops. Rops' crosshair just off, and this round, well, it's done and dusted. Frozen at least will be able to get a kill, but he's lost most of his health. He's obviously given up the information. That bomb's going to come in to be planted, and there's really nothing he can do about it. He can't even think about going for this retake, going for this play. The only issue for Mad Lions is the bomb has just now gone down. You can't give him the opportunity to get back into this. The chase is not essential, but JL will make sure they have it anyway. Yeah. 13th round found, 30th kill found for TMB. 30 and 14 is his scoreline. This man is just having the game of his life.
Tactical timeout called here for MOUZ. That was the round that they should have been able to win. That was the investment. And now they have a good loss bonus, but they're stuck down onto what's probably the pistols here. You can make a case to invest into maybe the SMGs, try and get something done, but the possibilities are slim. You probably concede 14, fight to evade that series point, and well, another fun fact to come on through, dominance. TMB won all 8 of his opening duels in the first half. That is ridiculous for a player that's not normally the primary entry for the squad. Not only taking that many duels, but winning every single one. It shows in a big way why this scoreline looks so good for Mad Lions. That means that 8, at least, out of these 13 rounds, the majority have been won off of an opening from TMB or off of a big play from him. That doesn't even include the rounds where he came alive later and found the clutches and found those kills to close on out. This man single-handedly, again, just having the backpack effect.
At least now some of his teammates have started picking up the load. It's like when you take your dog hiking and you have the little saddlebag for him to hold his bottle of water. You're still holding most of this stuff, but he's helping. In this case, the rest of the team are helping. And then TMB is just the massive dude with a full 60-pound rucksack hiking up the trail.
Fully committed into it. Oh, close corner here. Let's go unchecked. Oh, for a moment, but Dexter loses out on his opportunity. And his squad loses out on the round. Mad Lions claim 14 inch closer to a possible victory here over MOUZ. MOUZ, guns are back, but this feels like a last chance. You lose out on this round, and well, the game might just be done and dusted. Where do they head with it? Op, soon to be invested for A-Core. That's the only one they can bring out. Rops and Chris are still a little bit poor, but the drops have come through. They're able to pick up the weapons necessitated. The Mad Lions, they return to a bit more of their default. Actually, no pressure out towards the B apartments. This might be a setup for a split in towards this A site. A-Core is the man they have to work past.
He'll find the first. That's a nice opener for the team, but he's traded TMB. Who else? To take down the offer, to give him some space to work with here in towards mid. The setup. Player peering in towards the apartments. He Rops with the AWP. And he's lost his support on the site, so now he's going to be forced in that position. They don't know he's here, though. He could do some serious damage, and there's going to be the connection. Evens up the scoreline once more. Now they're very wary of the spot, but what do they do to react to it? Still got JL working a lurk in the underpass. They're going to group together to come around the ramp. If they can get utility in to block off the palace, which they have, gives them a chance to isolate this fight on site. Frozen. Staying alive here is his #1 priority. Might just slip in connected to do so. They're giving so much time over. So Palace Smoke's been lost. Now they're just walking it out, putting the doubt in their mind that this might have been a rotation. They're being given the site. They're being given the space. There's the rotate off, but the bomb player is the one who's watching Palace, and that's where the threat remains, but it's TMB. It's TMB, and he rips the head from Rops' shoulder, and that might just have been enough to secure them on that point. There's no money to spare. So for MOUZ, this is now a very risky retake to go for if they should try it.
Are they even allowed to save? Frozen, he's locked in. He's forced to commit to this one, and JL has a good position. Tucked in down below, Frozen. Oh, he takes some damage, sends it out instead, and it's Dexter fall, but now cut to 1 man. Frozen, they get this done. The time is already so far gone, and there's just no chance. Has to attempt to save, and he should be allowed that, but it's map point. It's match point secured here for the Mad Lions. MOUZ's economy is going to be crippled. They're getting these kills, but does it matter? 10k on Borup, 7 on JL, and that's just going to get bolstered by the round win. This is going to take something monumental if MOUZ even have a chance to come back.
A monumental affair indeed. Round after round needed to try and drag this through to overtime. 7 to be exact, if you're counting at home. And look at what they've got to do it. Mostly they've got the rifles out, but the utility, dire. Dexter on the MP9, he hasn't been packed with this gun before, but they need more. They need more. And unfortunately, Chris J, as the stand-in, has slowed down majorly in this map. He's contributed really well through this series. You can't fault him coming in as a last-minute stand-in. But it seems to have come to a shuddering halt. Oro gets an opener. A-Core out of play immediately. No chance to have impact. No chance to be involved. And Chris J is going to be left with a ton of responsibility towards this A site. Frozen's in the connector, can swing to help him a bit, but they need to have that vision in towards mid because they've got no presence on Catwalk. They've got no presence elsewhere. They're now working a player underpass, but it's going to be too little too late, methinks. The site's already being taken. Chris J trying to hold him at bay. There we go. He gets the kill, but he's lost his teammates. He needs to do more. He's doing that more for a moment. 3v1 for Dexter with just an SMG to play with, and the bomb hasn't even made its way out Palace yet. He spotted the first, but now they got the information, and TMB fittingly will polish it off. This guy had the game of his absolute life. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the death